Okay, so role of leadership in groups or teams. I'll again repeat that whenever you write the question for the team, role of leadership in team, you have to write here team, otherwise group, right? So the first point, what is group task activities? First thing, that what is the role of leadership in group task activities? So before that, we should know that what are group tasks. So all of the group members who are actually willing to perform task activities considered as a group members. And what are the group task activities which having directly control over the output of the organization? So they have direct control. They have direct control over the efforts of the organization, over the organization goals, objectives of or the organization goals. So if task activities are not adequate, it means that the group will have difficulty in accomplish of organization goals. So these activities which have direct control over the objectives of the organization, these are called group task activities. Whereas group maintenance activities are those who have influence over the well-being of the members, right? So it's more considered as a social system. So in this case, organization is considered more of as a social system. So if maintenance activities are not performed well, then definitely the satisfaction level of the employees would go down. Right, so it's very well a social system. So let's jump to group task activities now. So all of the task activities which having direct control over the organizational objectives or over the team purpose of the group objective. Number one is initiating. Initiating means that now effective group leader will initiate such ideas or new ways to define problems. Uh, they will seek some suggestions as well as opinions from the team members, from the group members, so that there would be plenty of solutions for that particular problem would be come with the leader. Then the seeking information or giving information. So this point can be clubbed with exchange of information, right? So when seeking information, this is an attempt to clarify suggestions, to clear all of the doubts in the minds of the group members or the team members, and they would be asking of the ideas from the group members. Giving information is again that the leader has to give information whenever it is required. It has to give feedback. It has to he has to give some kind of direction to the people, to the group members, to the team members, whenever that relevant information or facts is needed. The last one is summarizing. Summarizing means that they have to assess the group functioning, that the how group is or team is functioning now, what are the things required to improve the group processes, what are the things required to get the suggestions and make the people understand that what are the tasks being required, right? So there should be a clarity now, right? So leader would try to attempt that there should be clarity among the roles, there should be clear task processes should be given to the team members or the group members so that there should no any kind of confusion in the minds of the people. So these are group task activities. Now come to group maintenance activities. As group maintenance activities are considered as a social system, it means that the leader is doing something that would increase the satisfaction level of people, level of the members of the team or for the group, right? If these activities are not being maintained in a group or in a team, then definitely satisfaction level would go down for such employees, such members of the team as well as for the group. So it's very much important, right? So this helps to maintain the group in the long run, and it improves interpersonal relationship among the people. How it is being done, let's start one by one, encouraging by continuously encouraging your members of the team as well as group, and to develop the zeal among them that you have the capability to do that particular thing and you can do that one, right? So you need a leader need to constantly encourage the people whenever the task is not being achieved and whenever the targets are not being achieved well on time. So he should be a backup wall for all of the employees so that everybody can get motivated from the leader itself, right? Next one is harmonizing. Harmonizing means that they have to maintain a kind of what you can say that they have to maintain a harmony among the group members. There should not be any kind of conflict. If there's any conflict arise, among the members of the team members. He should be the one that the conflict should not be taken place. If there's any conflict, he should be act as a mediator so that the things can be settled down among the team, right? And the future cooperation should be there. So there should not be any kind of guilt feeling among the members. There should not be such kind of fights among the people, right? So these kind of things are need to be taken care of for the leader. The next is setting standards. Yes, standards are to be maintained. Some kind of code of conduct should be maintained. What is desired, what is undesired, what is expected, what is unexpected, right? When there's a code of conduct is being applied in the organization, then people would get restrained from commenting others, from bullying, from sexual harassment. So these are the some kind of code of conduct which is very much required to maintain a group or to maintain a team, right? Next one is following. Following is your control. How would you control that particular situation? How would you control the people? How would you follow up the plans? Or how would you follow up such kind of things when people are not agreeing with you? How would you have consent from other people, and how would you get accepted, right? So these are the things which you need to done as a leader, because there may be many conditions where people are not accepting your decision. They are not by your side, but you have to just take a consent from others people also, be in a democratic participative leadership style. The last one is gatekeeping. Gatekeeping means when you encourage participation of the group members at the optimum level and try to check members that they should not be dominating in any case, and the like problem of social loafing should not be there, right? Social loafing as well as social loafing means when people have tendency that they keep quiet and they just hide themselves in the group and they are not contributing to the group. So this is called social loafing. So gatekeeping should be there. They should leaders should clearly evaluate the who are the persons who contributed to the organization goals and who are the people who actually never do anything, right? Who just hide them in front of the people when anything is coming around. So they are not very much interested in the group. So they need to understand they should appraise the people whenever the good things has been done. So there is a proper mechanism of recognition of talents, recognition of achievements, and the guilty person should be punished. Guilt should be punished, right? So these kind of things should be there in the organization. Some activities are being which have direct control, direct influence over the team members, but something should be done for the group maintenance or for the mental well-being of the employees, right? So this is all we have role of leadership in groups of teams.